I mentioned about inflation, how most investors don't understand it. I did a video on this at my Twitter account, at Frank Curzio. Feel free to take a look at a 2-minute video. I want to expand a little bit more because I got some really good feedback on it. So when we look at inflation, people in general, look at inflation, right? We say inflation is out of control. We look at prices, they're going higher. If you look at food, tuition, healthcare. I mean, tuition at the canceling football, forget it. I mean, they're going to raise tuition tremendously. $4 billion in lost revenue. I hope the SEC doesn't cancel football because that's what most people care about anyways, the SEC. They always have the best teams. I know everybody else said Big Ten's going to be pissed, but still the Big 12 didn't cancel yet either. Hopefully they get a college football season going because the statistics support that if you're in really, really good shape, even if you get COVID, it's barely like the flu, right? That's statistics support. Hopefully they can get out there and do it because, it's just going to be good for the country, good for them. It's awesome, right? But some have canceled the football season. You're going to see tuition skyrocket since, if you're looking at the 65 Power 5 conference, those top 65 schools generate around $62 million each just from their football programs. That's gone. I don't know how you're going to pay the teachers. How you pay. Sure, you have the bigger colleges that are fine, that maybe have money. That's okay. But, man, tuition costs, forget it. It's going to skyrocket. Getting back to the inflation thing. Electricity bills are high. Look at lumber prices. Look at housing prices. Look at cotton, sugar, cocoa. I can keep going, right? So almost every bill that you pay is higher. And people say inflation's going through the roof. We're going to have inflation. And sometimes that dictates of what you're going to buy, whether it's tips, whether it's gold, whatever. I mean, people say gold goes higher during inflation every time. It goes higher during deflation every time. As I told you earlier, it's a red flag when people say gold goes up or anything goes up, no matter what the scenario. Right now, it's Fed printing, but it's not inflation. Because if you look at inflation, you only need to care for your investments, not for you. I'm pissed off seeing all the prices being raised across the board. I'm paying more on my bills. I get it. I understand I'm pissed off just like you. I'm talking about your investment portfolio. You got to put your personal feelings aside because you have to look at what the Fed cares about, which is CPI. More important, it's the PCE price index, the core PCE, right? That's the personal consumption expenditures index. And what it does is it kind of shrinks down, better representatives to exclude food and energy, which is kind of funny, but it also includes like business surveys and it measures the personal spending aspect, which gives you a much better read. But this is what the Fed looks at to determine their policy. And based on that policy is how stocks are going to move. It's the reason why every single pullback we've seen since the credit crisis was met with a buying opportunity. Every single one. We're at all-time highs every single time. Because they're inflating assets, they have interest rates low, it's very cheap to borrow money, and forget about the OPE ratio being at around 16, 17 times the 10-year average. Now that's support. If you have low interest rates across the board, you have low corporate taxes, I mean, you're looking at a PE ratio that should be more 22, 23 times, which we're not used to. That's why we're seeing these companies really surge. What is that average? What should it be? Because we've never had interest rates like this where they're permanently low. And we have to stay at these levels because we're filled with debt. And there's not a lot of revenue coming in, especially on the state level. So when they look at the PCA price index, which is the only thing they really care about, which is what you should care about as an investor. Okay, you probably all know, well, it's 2%. We want to be below 2%. Right now, the PCA price index is pretty much at a record low. Close to its all-time low. It's below 1%. Which is comparable. We hit that twice in 2009, 2010 during the credit crisis. The next lowest rate was, I think, 97, which was, I think, 1%, a little bit over 1%. And then you go all the way back to the 60s and the 50s before this happened. So right now, the gauge that the Fed is looking at is at its lowest level, pretty much close to a record low, right? And they have a lot of room to wiggle with that 2%. We're going to see inflation, right? As soon as this COVID thing, we're seeing those numbers get better across the board. Hospitalization rates, we're looking at a percentage of affected fatalities are down to 3% now. The states that everybody was going crazy about, we're all seeing declines. People wear masks now, no matter what you read and what you see. I'm in Florida. Everyone wears a mask if they're going indoors. If you don't, you kind of get kicked out of the stores. Yes, you're going to see a couple people on the beach, and they're going to highlight a couple of teenagers and whatever and say, everybody in Florida never wears a mask. I know. Well, bullshit. Again. They just want some page views. They want to get you angered. And it works, right? People want angered. Take away social media and politics. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. But getting back to the PCE, this price index is near its all-time low, which means the Fed policy is going to continue. They're going to continue. They're going to maintain super low interest rates. They're going to continue to push money into the market to help people. Because COVID, again, maybe we get back to 80% next year with the vaccine. We're not getting back to 100%. Even, you're looking at the parks at Disney. And they're not going to be the way they were. I mean, you go to Disney World. Most of you go to Disney World in Florida. If you've gone there, if you're leaving, it's the best. They don't highlight this on the commercial, how everyone's yelling at each other and your kids are crying hysterical after a whole day in 95-degree heat and you're dying. They don't highlight that on their brochure, right? But when you're leaving, there's tens of thousands of people lined up, and you can't just walk to your car. You have to take a tram, or you got to take the ferry. And there's tons of people. That's not going to be like that anymore. They're not going to allow 100% capacity anymore, right? So you're going to see that across the board where this isn't going to get back to normal, which means what? You're still going to see lots of gyms close. And even when they open, people aren't going to rush to go to gyms. They're not going to rush to they're not going to take as many people getting a haircut anymore. It's a different environment, which means that there's going to be a continued separation to the people that own assets, and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Whether you agree with that or not, that's it. And if that's the case, which is the case, then the Fed's going to continue to spend trillions to help these people out, which is going to inflate stocks, inflate the economy, keep interest rates low. And that's how you have to position your portfolio. So when I talk to so many investors, and the reason why I'm saying that most investors get this wrong is because I used to get it wrong. So I'm not being like, an asshole saying, oh, you guys don't know what you're doing. You got to listen to Frank Curzio. No, I'm trying to teach you from my mistakes. My mistakes during the credit crisis. I didn't understand what the Fed was doing until mid-2010, until David Tepper got on and said, you know what's going to go up? Everything's going to go up. And I said, holy shit. That's when it clicked for me. But you learn as you go. But when it comes to inflation and you see so many people write freaking books, and I'm in the wrong business because I do the same thing. Write a book about inflation, hyperinflation, market's going to crash. I won't name names, you guys know, but they made a killing on saying that the market's going to crash for the last 15 years. Stocks are at all-time highs. You lost a fortune. They made a fortune because people keep buying those books. So again, maybe I'm in the wrong industry. Just keep writing a book about the market's going to crash every 2 years. Keep updating it. And hey, people want to buy it. They're believers. That's the way their brains are. But you want to get ahead of this stuff. Just like my opening. Might insult a couple of people out there on both sides of that. I don't care. You need to understand who's going to benefit, who's not, how to position your portfolios, because you need to care about yourself. You need to care about your families. And don't worry about all the bullshit flip-flopping and people. Again, they're looking for power, they're looking for votes. They don't care about you. They don't care about your agenda. They don't care about anything. We know that. We know that in today's world. Where social media tracks every single thing they say, you can go back on YouTube and watch what every politician said over the past 10 years and see how much flip-flopping, okay? They're going to do what's in the best interest of themselves, including all of them kneeling down, putting cloths on them to celebrate, celebrate George Floyd's. That's what the colors that they wore. They celebrated it, right? That's what colors represented, by the way, because they didn't know better. They just said, oh, let's do this. Everybody take a camera. Make sure you see all the politicians kneeling at the same time. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. That's how bad you want votes. At least get the color right. Anyway, a little bit of a rant there. Getting back to inflation here, guys, very important to understand this. What the Fed is looking at is all you need to care about. If you hate it, inflation, you hold up a sign. I say it all the time. You could protest. I don't care. Burn whatever you want to burn. If you want to make money, understand what the Fed is doing. That's driving this entire market right now. There's a reason why Disney is trading 5% off its highs, even though their sales are down 40%. Every division is getting killed except for streaming. Yet, every new member they add for streaming, they lose money on. Their operating loss for that segment was $500 million. Now it's $700 million. And they added how many people? Doesn't matter because the Fed's there. And you have to understand that. You have to go with the times. If you do, your portfolios are going to be perfect. You want to position yourselves, the ones that are going to benefit no matter who gets elected. And then you could choose whatever you want once they get elected, where if it's Biden, you get more into alternative energy, more maybe into cannabis, even though I think cannabis and the legalization of gambling, online gambling, it's the easiest way to generate tens of millions of dollars for your states just by opening it up, and they're all broke. But you want to be able to position yourself after the election, but before it, again, highlighting here how the Fed is there. They're not going to change. What the Fed's looking at supports that they're going to continue on this road for a very, very long time. That long-term target is well below 2%. It's near a record right now, a record low when we look at the PC price index. So position your portfolios accordingly. You guys do well. You're going to see our portfolios, they're positioned like that already. We're doing very, very well with a lot of our stock picks. And continue to do good. Happy with performance across the board with all my editors. But that's what you need to do when it comes to inflation. Put your personal feelings aside. Understand what the Fed is going to do, because the Fed right now is driving everything. And they're going to continue to spend money. So when you see a pullback, or we had 3 straight days of pullbacks, we're like, this is it. We're going to pull back. Maybe we pull back 5%, 7%. We're up today. But maybe we pull back. But it's going to be met with a buying opportunity, because the Fed is there to keep interest rates low and to continue to throw money at this market. They need to support it. And that's the way you need to position yourself. Okay, guys, a lot to digest with this podcast. I always like to provide a lot of facts, numbers, figures. Again, I always, these days, insult people, but not on purpose, but everybody's, I just love it. Everybody's offended these days. Everyone's so sensitive these days, right? I remember when you said something stupid when you went to the park, you got punched in the face. Next day, you didn't say anything stupid anymore. Now everybody's offended. I'm never going to buy anything from you anymore. I'm not going to your store no more. No way. Hate you. But for those who are offended and want to let me know about it, frankcurzioresearch.com. I'm here. Take the anger out on me. Love you guys anyway. Nothing but love. And last thing here, getting lots of requests for my CVO newsletter. That's our flagship newsletter, Curzio Venture Opportunities. I highlighted what the Fed's going to do. I talk about yield curve control. If you're listening to this, you're probably on our email list. If not, you can send us an email, frankcurzioresearch.com. Again, we don't bombard you with millions of emails. You see that a lot in our industry. We only sell our products during certain times. And right now, I've never seen the risk reward more favorable for small caps. Are they risky? Yes, they're risky. But if you put a stop loss on them, you could see some of the gains that are going out there, 3, 4, 500%. And if you're putting a 35% stop and limiting your risk, those gains are incredible. And with the Fed inflating the market, keeping interest rates low, and about to pass this policy, a policy that initiated one time in the history of America 80 years ago, they're going to do it again, probably at the September meeting. And when they do that, it's going to inflate assets even more. And the most risky assets are going to go higher. You saw that happen yesterday a little bit for the market sold off, right? What did you see go higher? When we saw the Russia vaccine news, we saw casinos take off, auto stocks. We saw just a travel-related industry, casinos. A lot of these sectors that were underperformed that are still down, right? They're up off their lows and people think they missed them. They're still down 30, 35% from their highs. If you're looking at most of this industry, these are the names, especially in small cap areas, those cyclical names that have underperformed that could show you massive, massive gains. It's the only reason why I'm offering our newsletter a 60% discount. Again, we don't do that a lot. That's my flagship product. I launched Curzio Research based on Curzio Venture Opportunities. Also, if you're an accredited investor, we do sometimes offer private placement deals. From deals that I see in the market, a lot, especially in the gold industry and things like that, probably a good time. Companies are raising money like crazy. Gold has pulled back a little bit, which is pretty cool, right? Giving people a little breather, which is normal and a bull trend. But a lot of these guys still need to raise money, especially juniors. They're not going to develop these projects for 15 years. They have to continue to raise money. When they do, you can get it at a good price, and a lot of times you get warrants. That product offers this as well. So it's a 60% discount, only offering to people listening to the podcast and here. Again, if you want to take advantage of it, you have that email. If not, no worries. But for me, when it comes to our products, I like to sell them at the right time. And right now, I'm more bullish on small caps than I've been probably in the past 15 years, maybe other than in 2011. So opportunity is there for you if you want to take it. If not, I perfectly understand.